Hey YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be running you through my personal motovlogging setup, which I was able to put together for less than 150 bucks. I'm going to show you how I did it today in this video. Alright guys, so there are two things you're going to have to think about when you're talking about setting up a motovlogging setup. The first is your video and the second is your audio. And the audio is really optional, it just depends on what kind of videos you want to make. If you're just going to be doing some track day or some cruising around town videos, all you really need is one or maybe two camera perspectives, because if all you're really shooting for is good video, well, that's really all it takes. We're going to talk about video first and then we'll take a look at my audio setup. So my video setup is really pretty simple. I've got two different cameras. They're both 8-man A7 IXs. And the kit that comes with the camera includes almost everything I needed to get my setup put together. So let's talk about the first perspective, and that is the one that I have from the handlebars. You can see here I've got the waterproof and shockproof case that the A7 IX came in. So all I've done is gone ahead and put one of the angled plate mounts on the included bar clamp that comes with an A7 IX, and I've attached that mount to the bottom of the case, and that's really all there is to it. It's a really simple setup. It's only got a handful of parts. There's a little bit of vibration if you're shooting without stabilization turned on the camera, but that is a feature that comes on every A7 IX, so you won't have much vibration to deal with. The other video perspective is probably the most common motovlogging perspective, and that is the one that's taken from the side or from the front of the helmet. I've got some weird angled pieces on the front of the body here of my helmet, so I went ahead and mounted mine on the side of my helmet. All I've got is one of the flat plate brackets, and then I've got the clip that goes into it, and then I've got a series of extensions that actually turn 90 degrees every joint as you go around. So I do have 4 different points of articulation between the mounting clamp and the camera. What I love about that is that I can adjust the angle in virtually any direction for this camera. So if at any point the angle looks funny, or if I want to capture a certain angle from the mount of the helmet, I've got basically 360 degrees of motion that I can move this camera around. So if I want it at eye level, it can be at eye level. If I want it looking down, further up, to side, it doesn't matter. All these different points of articulation are what allow me to get the perfect angle as far as the camera is concerned on the side of my helmet. Next, we're going to talk about audio, which is probably the biggest difference between this setup and something you might have with a GoPro, but I also think it's the thing that gives my setup the most value, because I paid as little as I did for everything to get my setup together, and it came with an included microphone. So let's take a look at my audio setup now. So as you can see here, I've got a cable coming out of my helmet, and this is the mic cable itself. What I've done is I've just kind of cut a route through the right side chin pad inside of my helmet, and I just pushed the microphone up through there, and I've just got it sitting right at about mouth level in the chin foam. This does two things. Number one, the foam around the microphone ensures that there's as little wind noise leaking in from the helmet itself as possible, which gets me a pretty clear audio signal. To help that is point number two, the microphone is pointed right at my mouth. So even if there is some wind noise, in post-production I can edit out a little bit of the background noise to make sure I have a really clear voice when I'm doing my actual motovlog. So there you go, that's my motovlogging setup that I paid less than 150 bucks for. I've got links down in the description to all the products I use to put together this setup. So if you have any questions about how any of this works, any adjustments that can be made to different setups to tailor your needs, or if you have any questions at all about the process of putting together motovlog videos, leave me a question down in the comments. And if you found this video helpful or interesting at all, go ahead and leave me a like, hit subscribe, and ring that bell. I'm still in the process of trying to grow the channel, and leaving a like, hit subscribe, and a comment is a really easy way to help me get a little more attention so I can continue to bring you guys some great motovlogging content. That's all for today. I'm the two-wheel teacher. I'll see you guys on the road.